Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to the members area. Members only video, just what you like to see on this bright and breezy Saturday, or whenever it is that you care to tune in to another one of my little rambles about the Inghams. Yep. So for the second week consecutively, I've decided to do a rundown. Don't get used to it because you never know when these treats might end. Sorry. So what have they been up to, our good friends at Ingham HQ? Not a lot, as it happens. They came back from Blackpool a few days ago. We covered the Blackpool in the last rundown. So they got home and they went straight to the bonfire. It was bonfire night. They went to they were, in Sarah's words, they were invited by a neighbour to a public event in the village. So I'm not quite sure how they were invited to go. Maybe they were just told that they should go along. There's an event on tonight, maybe you should come along or something. It wasn't an invitation, it wasn't like an offer of friendship, I reckon. It was just a neighbourly thing. Oh, by the way, did you hear about the bonfire event that was on? Maybe you should come along, bring the kids, sort of thing. That sounds more likely than having a whole, like, oh my god, we're meeting our friends there, we're meeting our friends. Yeah, no, I don't believe that. But they were quite impressed with the event that they went to, which was nice to see. It was nice to see. But they were not that impressed by the fact that there was no, what was it they were complaining about? There was no pie and peas. No. Is, like, tell me, anybody else or everybody else, tell me, is pie and peas an actual thing? Is it an actual thing that people love to get? Sarah believes that pie and peas is a thing that happens on bonfire night. That's it. She said, in fact, why wouldn't they have pie and peas? It's a bonfire tradition, and it's like, is it really? I've never, well, I personally wouldn't. It's not just this is the thing, it's not peas, it's mushy peas, which personally turns my stomach. I really can't stand mushy peas or anything mushed up. It's just a thing, like not a phobia, but just like it worries me a little bit. Anyway, that's what she means, because a few years ago, if you've seen their previous vlogs from years ago, they did actually show and it was this most disgusting thing. It was a pie with all this pea sauce just drizzling over it. It was like, yuck. Anyway, I think that's what she was after. She didn't get it though, because there wasn't any, despite Chris proclaiming earlier in the vlog that they had everything, including pie and peas and everything. But it seemed like they didn't, and Sarah's dreams were let down badly. They also didn't have toffee apples, which, am I right in saying that? Because that seems a bit odd that you wouldn't have toffee apples on a bonfire night. Anyway, they also were not very happy. Well, this was stupid actually. This was the clickbait title of the night, right? The girls were not impressed by this. That's right, they were not impressed. They did not clickbait the fact they went to a bonfire night, which would have been a better thing to clickbait, you know? Bonfire night, fire or fireworks or something. But no, the thing that they clickbaited was the fact the girls were not impressed by brandy snaps. No, I I don't really know what to make of that at all. Sometimes, we talk about Chris's love for clickbaiting things and the way he markets his vlogs and everything, but I think he's lost it on that one. I don't really see what the hell that was all about. But speaking of clickbait, he did get back to his very best in clickbait, and that was with Jace's eye appointment. Bad news at the eye doctor for Jace, it was. And Jace was there on the thumbnail with his eye patch, which, yep, that's going to bring in the views, because sadly that's what YouTube is all about. People want to see things like that, and Chris knows it. So yeah, Jace had his appointment, and it turns out he needed an eye patch. He has to wear it for like 6 weeks, a couple of hours a day, and hopefully it'll retrain his eye. The way Chris described it and explained what was going on, I felt like my head was gonna explode, because it was something very basic, but it was just so badly explained, and he went on and on and round and round in circles. And it basically, Jace's eye his bad eye has learnt to see, but it incorrectly, because he's got used to one eye. He sees out of one eye, but I'm just as bad as Chris is now. I know what I mean. Anyway, the point is, Jace has to retrain his bad eye by covering his good eye with a patch, and that's basically what it boils down to. And if it doesn't get better, because it's been deteriorating, which, newsflash, Chris, Sarah cancelling appointments possibly with the eye doctors and that. Maybe they'll take things a little bit more seriously from now on. Anyway, Jace might have to have surgery on the eye, which Sarah seemed to be quite happy about somehow, for some reason. She also stated that she'd rather him get it earlier than later. To be fair, I'm going to say I do actually understand where she's coming from with this, although I think she may have phrased it or worded it quite sickly. What she basically means is that it would be better for him to get it when I don't want to say it won't hurt him as much, but perhaps he won't remember it as much if he gets it now. But if he gets it in a few years' time, it might affect him more, because he's a bit older and he knows more of what's going on. I'm just saying, I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like that's probably what she means. So yeah, that basically brings us back up to date. She had a clickbait of doing something wrong, which was very, very wrong. She did something very, very wrong. I don't know what it was. I think it was something to do with the wall. She was painting the wall, but I didn't quite get it in the vlog when I watched it. It just maybe went over my head a little bit. But they made a right mess of the playroom, although it did look played in, so that's probably a good thing. But I get the feeling that they do a lot of organised play rather than, like organised fun, Sarah style, rather than letting the kids just play with whatever they want to play with. So yeah, so that's basically us back up to date. I think they're getting, in some aspects, worse. The views are going down in general, but it'll be Christmas soon, Vlogmas and everything that comes with it, so obviously the views will go up a bit more, and then in January they'll go down again, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So thank you all so much for joining me today in this little rundown. Please come back again soon. Click on some other videos whilst you're here. If you haven't watched the recent ones I've done, please watch them, and I will see you again soon in another video. Take care and bye bye.